Sorry if I look a little bit greasier than usual. I just got off my shift at Walmart. I also probably smell like dog food. Well, you don't have a smell-o-vision, so you won't smell me anyways. Regardless, I'm already off track. Today, I'm talking about a YouTube prankster who got shot after pranking somebody. But if you're not familiar with what happened, this is his picture from the hospital. He got shot in the abdomen while he was playing a practical joke on someone in a Virginia mall. And the clown himself is known as Tanner Cook, and he has a YouTube channel called Classified Goons, which if you go to it, you can tell exactly what kind of person he is. He just does pranks at the expense of other people. The bad kind of pranks, which there aren't really good pranks, but still, it's the worst kind of pranks. Making other people's lives worse for entertainment purposes. But say what you want about this dude who's still doing YouTube pranks in 2023. One thing you can't say is that he fakes his pranks, because if he was faking them, he wouldn't have got shot. Anyways, to jump back to the article and the event that made him get shot, they don't really go into specifics as to like what the prank he was doing was. Like, was he moaning in people's ears? Asking people to like stick their finger in his butthole? I don't know what he was doing specifically, but all we know is that his friend was filming him. He was at a mall in Virginia, and he pranked the wrong dude who pulled out a gun and shot him in the stomach. But no matter how much of a loser this guy was for still doing pranks in 2023 and, you know, making everybody's lives miserable that he pranks, he didn't deserve to die. He doesn't deserve to die for his insufferable deeds. He did survive. He didn't pass away, so that's why I'm able to make a little bit more jokes at his expense. I would feel bad if he actually did pass away from this. He's in the hospital, obviously, from that picture I showed you, and he had to undergo surgery after first responders brought him to a hospital in critical condition. And you want to know what one of the dude's first quotes was from his hospital bed after he just pulled through life-saving surgery? It was just a prank, bro. He said, I was playing a simple joke. And this guy didn't take it very well. So he pretty much said, it's just a prank, bro. Which I gotta respect him for that. If I'm gonna respect him for anything, he stuck with his guns and said, I was playing a joke. And he didn't like it. But also the prankster says that the man who shot him didn't say anything at all before firing on him. Like he was Agent 47, just stone cold killer, just got pranked, pulled out that gun and shot him. Not a second thought. That dude must have been having a really bad day to just do something like that without a second thought. Like he must have not got his Diet Dr. Kelp when he ordered his Krabby Patty pizza or something. That's the only thing I could think of that would piss a man off that bad. But of course, since the prankster was the one that got shot, he is the victim in this situation, whether you want to say he instigated it or whatever. He is technically the victim because he got shot and he didn't shoot the other guy. So the dude that shot him is being booked on counts of aggravated malicious wounding, shooting in the commission of a felony, and discharging a firearm within an occupied building, which are pretty heavy charges. But also in this article, it talks about how the dude who shot the prankster had been previously known for, you know, having some criminal charges, a criminal record, not being the best dude ever. He's not getting like a gold noodle star from Mrs. Puff or anything. He was a pretty bad guy. And that just really goes to show that it doesn't pay to be a YouTube prankster. Maybe it does. He's getting decent views. I'm sure it does pay a little bit. You know, it gives him some decent money from doing that. But still, being a YouTube prankster is like practically putting a sign, a target on your forehead saying, I'm a clout chaser. I'll do anything for those views and likes and attention, even if it means getting shot. So this is a prime example that being a clout chaser just isn't worth it unless you want some lead in your belly. Every time I see a YouTube prankster these days, or even like a TikTok prankster, it's sad. You know, I feel sympathetic to them, and I look at them like a abandoned puppy on the side of the road, just in a cardboard box looking for a home. It's so pathetic and miserable that I just want to take it up in my arms and squeeze it to death, because I can tell that it has no friends and that nobody loves it. And apparently the prankster's family was quoted as saying, we live on faith, not fear. They were saying that in response to his recovery, saying that they're confident because they have faith. And all I'm going to say is that your faith didn't stop your son from getting shot for doing his goofy, silly little pranks, did it? Sorry, this isn't a video to attack religion. Believe what you want. It's a free country. But believing what you want still ain't gonna stop a bullet from penetrating your skin. Anyways, the article ends off with another quote from the prankster, and he says, "I'm fine," he told the station. Which is why I'm making this video. I did see this news not too long ago. I seen it like yesterday, I think. It might have been the day before. I think it was yesterday. But I wanted to hold off on making this video. My thoughts didn't really change. I just wanted to make sure the dude was gonna be okay. I didn't want to post this video clowning on him and making fun of him for still being a YouTube prankster and getting shot for pranking somebody. I wanted to make sure he was alive first. I didn't want to be like roasting a dead man because that's not really cool. That doesn't really jive well with me. It's like going to someone's grave and Fortnite dancing on it. It's just in bad taste. So now that I know he's fine and he's, you know, doing his little pose in the bed, that's going to add clout points to his resume for sure. I felt it was okay to make fun of the dude a little bit, poke some fun at him since he's already had a couple holes poked in him already. But just in case you thought this was a good guy doing, you know, harmless videos, just looking at the stuff, you can tell that all he does is try to be a public nuisance for views. He messes with retail workers in every single field practically. A lot of Walmart pranks, which I work at Walmart, and customers are kind of hard to deal with sometimes, so I feel for these people for sure. But right here's a good example. He made a video, one of his first videos, breaking store items in front of workers prank. Yeah, I'm making your job harder by destroying some of the products. Get pranked. Pranked. And then you got his magnum opus. This is where he peaked personally for me. Telling people they look like sex offenders. Because that's a cool thing to do. Walk around and destroy someone's ego by saying, "Hey, you look like a sex offender, dude. Takes one to know one, buddy." Haha. Because even though he did get shot, people like this, the, you know, dumb pranksters that ruin people's days, they live by the notion and the idea that any attention and any publicity is good publicity, which is just a terrible way to live. But regardless, that's what they live for. It's like their drug. They just can't live without it. They got a taste of it before and they got to keep getting the views. It's an addiction. It's pretty much just a really bad symptom and a really bad side effect of clout chasing is becoming a YouTube prankster. That's like the depths, the hell of clout chasing. That's like the worst addiction level of clout chasing you could be, is a YouTube/TikTok prankster. The bottom of the barrel. But anyways, I'll catch you in the next one.